guys. I've been messing with my camera for like a good 5 minutes trying to figure out my lighting. The lighting right by my window is perfect. It's like so bright and so sunny, but then the sun was like in my eyes. I was over here a little bit, so I had to adjust some things. And I'm having my pre-workout, Sayla's sleeping right now, so I was gonna do a workout, but I wanted to make a quick video. I've been getting a lot of questions about nursing school, LVN versus RN type questions, so I wanted to make a quick video. But I'm drinking my pre-workout because after this video I'm going to be doing my workout. And if you guys have not tried, if you're not sensitive to energy drinks, if you do drink caffeine, I would highly recommend trying this, if it'll focus. I've showed it in another video. It's the Witch's Brew Alani new drink. Look how cute this can is, in case you guys haven't seen my other video with it. And it literally tastes like those green apple caramel lollipops from when we were kids. So good, and I love the cans. I'm gonna have my little pre-workout and sit down and kind of chit chat with you guys and answer some questions that I've been getting. A lot of people say don't even bother with going into an LVN or an LPN program. They say just go straight for your RN. And this video is more towards people who are considering both or not sure which one to choose. Some people are just like dead set, I'm gonna go straight for my RN, and that's great. I really wish that that's what I would have done, but I'm a mother and I had 2 kids when I was in nursing school. So for me, waiting to get into an RN program was just not an option. So if you can relate to that and you wanna go through these reasons with me and see if any of them relate to you, maybe I can kind of give you my reasoning as to why I did my LVN program before going into an RN program. So my number one reason why I would suggest or recommend somebody go into an LVN or an LPN program before going into the RN program, if they are considering both, is because number one, it is less expensive. I've talked about this before. My program, first of all, you can find programs that are free. There are states that offer LVN or LPN programs through their local community college, but the majority of them are like a private or a technical school type of training, and you do have to pay for that. Some of them take financial aid. Some of them will offer you different types of financial aid. Through my program, they did not offer any type of financial aid, but my county offered financial aid assistance in the form of the WIA program. It's WIA, and it stands for Workforce Enforcement Act. I think I've said that before. I might be saying it wrong. It is a national program, and it's based on funding that they get from your county. So if there's extra funds, they can help you pay for books. They helped pay for all of my books. They helped pay for a full term in my nursing program. The way that my nursing program worked was it was basically three terms. Each payment was due prior to the beginning of the next term, or you could not go forward. So they paid for a full term of mine. They paid for all of my books. So there's that. So it being less expensive, my program was about $12,000 or less. And a lot of programs in my area, I'm in Northern California, you can find programs starting at like, I think $24,000 and up. So my program was really cheap considering, you know, being in California and the prices of other programs. The same program that I did will be starting another class January of 2022, I believe, and they have raised the price. I think it's up to like 14 or 15,000 now, and I believe they also changed the terms. All of the payment is due before beginning, I believe. So I'll link some of the information of the school that I went to and things like that down in this description. You guys, I can't talk today. I will link some of the information down in the description box for you guys. So number one is the LVN program is cheaper than a private RN program. So of course you can go to different junior colleges and go right into a RN program without having to pay for it. But if you are having to pay for it just to get in and get out, like Carrington or whatever the other type of private schools there are, it's a lot cheaper. And number two, it's less time consuming. My program was about 15 months and it's considered full-time, but to be honest with you, it was more of a full-time in the beginning. I would say the first and second term, towards the end, they were a little bit more lenient. They started letting us out by like noon or 1, and the remainder of the class time we could stay there in class. The teacher would still be there so that we could use that for homework time or study time or to ask questions. However, most of us went home, or people also worked. They had to get home to their kids, things like that. So it was on you to make sure that you did the responsible thing. Obviously, you're paying for this program, you want to graduate, so you use that time wisely. So towards the end, it was more of a part-time program, which was really nice because, like I said, I had 2 kids when I was in nursing school. I also worked when I was taking prerequisites for the RN program, and I still do have 2 prerequisites left until I can bridge over to an RN program, which eventually I hope to still do. That's always still in the back of my mind. That was originally the plan. But if you are a parent, sometimes it's not always the easiest option. So that's why I did the LVN program. My third reason why I would suggest somebody going into the LVN program versus an RN is because if you're not sure what you want to do, you can take this program and get your feet wet with it. You get the experience, you kind of build yourself a foundation before fully committing to going to an RN program. RN programs are very competitive. They are very extensive, which they should be. You know, you're caring for somebody's life, and as an LVN, you're still doing a lot of stuff for people as far as taking care of them and things like that. You need, you know, it's I'm not saying that it's a lot easier, but it's not as in depth as the RN program. So you get a feel for it, and then you can make up your mind, you know, yes, this is my passion, this is what I want to do, I want to go further. So for me, I've always known that nursing was a passion, so I do plan to continue, like I said, to get my RN eventually. But as a mom of 3 right now, it's just not an option because, you know, I have kids. So in the meantime, it allows me to work a great job and get paid great and have great benefits and everything like that while still working towards the ultimate goal. So I have dabbled in it, I have the foundation, I know that this is what I want to do, and I'll move forward. So if you're just not sure, it's a good option for you to figure it out. Another recommendation that I would suggest somebody, if you're not sure if nursing is even for you, get your CNA license before doing either one of these, LVN or RN. Because as a CNA, you really get to be around the nurses, you get to be around the doctors, you get to be around the patients, and you kind of understand what goes on and if that's for you, because nursing is not for everybody. A lot of people think, oh yeah, I could be a nurse, they get paid so much. But then once you get into even a CNA program and you are thrown into like a chaotic health situation or an emergency, or even just the daily, you know, their ADLs, their daily activities that you're doing. You're cleaning after people, you're feeding them, you're showering them, you're changing them, bathing them, everything like that. You might think differently. So I would also recommend getting into the medical field without quite doing nursing, going full force, just to see if this is what you really want. So as an LVN, you can do home health, you can do bedside if you want, you can be a manager or a supervisor of a outside facility. It doesn't have to be in nursing care. A lot of people think that LVNs or LPNs only work in a nursing facility. That's not true. You can work in the hospital still. You can use your LVN license to work as a operating room technician or like a surgical tech, stuff like that. You can still work in many different departments. It just depends on your area and the kind of need that your community is in and what they're hiring for. I know in my area particularly, doctor's offices will still hire. If you don't know, I work in a dermatology office, so I'm not doing bedside care. I'm still working with patients, you know, daily. I'm still having that daily contact with a patient that will come in, but I'm not caring for them because they're ill per se. You know, they're having a dermatological issue. So there are specialty care centers that you can still get hired in. You don't have to just think, oh, I'm LVN, I can only be working in a nursing home or doing home health. So you do have options. Just look into what your area is in need for. So if you guys have any other questions, please let me know. Leave them in the comments. I do try to get back to them within a couple of days, or if I see it right away. If I don't know the answer, I will try and find it for you. I hope this video helped you in some sort of way. You know, if you're thinking about going into nursing and you're just not sure, I would say do all that you can, get your prerequisites done, your co-requisites, and just keep moving forward, because the time is going to pass anyway. So get those things done, get your feet wet, kind of fill out, you know, if nursing is for you or not, and then go ahead and go for it. Don't doubt yourself, because I know for myself, I honestly felt that I was not smart enough to be a nurse, and I always wanted to be an RN, and I thought, well, maybe I can do this LVN program, and if I pass it and get my LVN license, then that's proving to myself that I can do it. And honestly, you can do anything that you set your mind to. You know, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a nurse practitioner, if you want to just get to the RN, or there are many nurses that I know that have, you know, stayed at the LVN level, because it's still very fulfilling. So don't let people talk you out of your dreams, and don't let yourself talk you out of it either. I hope this helped you in some way. Give it a thumbs up if it did. I will be going back to work next week sometime. I'm going to be released from disability, and I hope to bring you guys some more daily full-time working mom style content. So if you're not subscribed already, I hope that you'll subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.